Hey there, it's DM's off. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you know when we upload new videos.
There are a couple people that have asked for a deeper look at my old school essentials storage box that I have here. And so the background of it is that my brother-in-law, who is a woodworker, has a CNC machine and made this box. He actually made one for his son and also for him that dubbed as a Dungeon Master carry-all to whatever session or whatever location that you needed to go to. So my brother-in-law made one of these like sort of Dungeon Master boxes that had the DMG, a player's handbook, and some compartments and whatnot. And I had thought that it would be cool to be able to put these smaller A5 books into this this box. So at any rate, he found some artwork online and etched it in, and it's about a good 1/8 of an inch, if not deeper, on each of these. A D20 and this skull with horns. Yeah, it says Dungeon Master here, and the runes here also say Dungeon Master. I'm using this map right here to give you some contrast because this is actually pretty similar to my desktop here. So the coloring. At any rate, put it up on its side here. He found this artwork as well, and the nice ornaments that go across. You can see it's a sword hilt that comes through, and yeah, some nice Celtic sort of etching, embossing, etc. You see it also on the sides. It goes all the way around. And essentially, this is 2 pieces, I believe this is how he did it, 2 pieces of solid walnut. And then what he did, and you can see here, the edging here and around, I don't know, just under 1/4 of an inch, maybe it's 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And so that is how he did the CNC portion here, and then he glued that on. But for the most part, let's get into it. Oh, I need to show you the back. Here's the back. Really beautiful piece of artwork. Very cool. And so, anyways, opening this up, you can see I've got my old school essentials, advanced fantasy, referee tome, and then the player's tome over here. And there's different compartments and different little ornaments that are all the way around. And then these bands right here that hold the books in. And these magnets are really, really strong. So they snap in. And these books aren't going anywhere. I can go upside down with it, and they're not going to go anywhere. And then you can see also the magnets here. One side's positive, the other's negative, and they keep the whole thing together. As well with this, you can use this as a DM screen, which is really awesome. So that's kind of built into it, or you can even put it up long ways as well, so that whoever's looking at the other side can see the nice artwork the way that it's supposed to be. Putting this down, and these are quite heavy. They're substantial for sure. So right here, I don't have a lot of room to work with here, but right here, I'm taking off this lid. You can see it's thinner here to kind of give it less weight. And it's got the Elder Futhark going around. And then all the dice right here. D20 or D6. Some of these are easier to get out than others. The D12, sometimes you have to put it upside down. I'm going to try and do it like this. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but the D10s come out. The D12 and the D20, Usually takes, you're flipping it just a bit and they pop out. And so you can see the different shapes here and how they set in. And this is actually a metal set of dice that goes in quite nicely all the way around. Which one? And then this obviously locks it in. Whoops. This obviously locks it in right there. What's awesome about these ribbons is that it works as a tab, a pull tab, so that you can get the book out. Otherwise, you can kind of flip it out. Now, you can see here that this is actually one piece. Obviously, there's a framing here that is glued on, but the interior here, that's one piece of walnut. Friggin' awesome. And this dubs as a dice tray as well. So I've thought about putting some felt in here. And I think with felt that the books would actually still be able to fit, because I've got a little bit of room on either side there. So still thinking about that. Not sure that I'm going to do that. But on this other side, let's take a look at this. This also has, this side can dub as a dice tray easily, which is great. Also, one piece of walnut there. Here's another compartment, much like the same size as the dice compartment. And this can hold whatever. I've got some Burt's Bees in here, the One Ring, a couple pencils, and the Pick of Destiny. Hell yeah. So basically just a compartment for other things that you might need. And actually, I have to use a pencil in order to get this other one off. This is for a miniature. And so if you just do that, I have a miniature compartment right here. And this was actually painted by my nephew. And one of his very first paintings. And he is a much better painter of miniatures than I will ever be. And that is awesome. So, and that fits in here. This is actually definitely a place that I want to put felt. It makes the most sense, especially with a mini. I haven't done that yet, but that is on the list of things to do. So there you have it. My old school essential storage box. It is awesome. It is just a beautiful piece of art, as well as a functional sort of thing. One thing that I have thought about doing is putting some leather bands around, not only this way, but also this way. And then having like a handle that you can hold on to. Not only will it give it a little bit more security, because it can, if you jar it good enough, it can move, but who gives a shit, really? We had thought about even like putting hinges on it and doing things like that, but we found that doing the magnets is probably the best thing for our purposes. It's just a wonderful piece in my collection. Handmade, or CNC made, out of the brain of my best friend and my brother-in-law. So, yeah, kick ass. All right, thanks for stopping by Agranak Studios today, and we'll see you on the next one. Later. This video is brought to you by the generous support of our patrons. Consider becoming a patron. There's a link down in the dungeon. Down there. Also, we have links to other places that Agranak Studios is at.
All right, do this and do that and do this and do that. And watch this video.